And we will call this meeting to order. Jackie, roll call.
Kristen Bailey, Nick Atwood.
Here.
Steve Myers.
Here.
Jose Jaquez.
Here.
Christopher Boyce.
Here.
Mark Sherbat.
Here.
Dante Bynum.
All right, now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Moving into public participation. Do we have any public comments, Jackie?
No.
All righty. Moving into the next portion, which is board correspondence. I just wanted to really quickly, honestly, just highlight what a phenomenal job Peter Goff did this last weekend. We hosted sectionals for girls wrestling. It went off phenomenally. Literally every time I was near Peter, a parent, a coach from another school or athletic director was walking up and just going, wow, you guys have an amazing facility. You guys are doing everything wonderful. And, oh, yep, I need to turn on my mic. And so it was really great. And then, the comment I made to Peter was, wow, this is the place to be for athletics. And he, without missing a beat, immediately goes, no, Chris, this is the place for academics, but we have good athletes as well. So, it's just good to know that, our athletic director's in the right place, especially when we had a student athlete from another school that got injured and had to be taken out. And, I follow up with Peter like, hey, is she okay? He goes, yes, I just went to the hospital to visit with her. So, it's just good to know that we have administrators in this district who don't just care for our students, but just care for students and are there for them. So I really just wanted to highlight how amazing of a job he did this last weekend. Anyone else?
Nice. I stopped by the Black History Month Assembly at Huntley Middle School on a day that happened. It was really exciting. The kids were very engaged with it. I thought it was a wonderful thing. So nice work there and everybody who put that together. I also got talked into swinging through the Minute to Win It at Lincoln for a moment and got to see my kid win one, which was cool. And that was also really engaging for the kiddos and they had a great time. So nice job over there at Lincoln.
Alrighty. And don't have any student board correspondence, so moving into consent agenda. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the consent agenda, items 5B through 5I, board meetings for February 3rd, 2026, personnel action items, purchase order requisitions, payroll for January, accounts payable for February, financial reports, 2026 Spirit Host School Agreement, and bilingual staff recruitment Green Heart Exchange Program as presented and or amended. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Do we have any discussion? Hearing none. Jackie, roll call.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Sherbat.
Yes.
And then from that being done, we move into old business, or no, do we have any presentations? Okay. Old business, item A, bid results summer projects. It is recommended the Board of Education approve, and honestly, I'm just gonna say the listed bids. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion over those, did you have some changes, Tammy?
I'm sorry.
Do we have any discussion or questions over the bids before we vote? Hearing none. Jackie, roll call.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Sherbat.
Yes.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Alright, item B, 2026 Reading and Rigor Conference. As recommended, the Board of Education approve this request to attend the Reading and Rigor Conference. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Jackie, roll call.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Sherbat.
Yes.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Item C, DHS Acapella Choir Trip Request. It is recommended the Board of Education approve this request for DHS Acapella to attend the March 7th quarterfinal in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do I have a
So
motion?
moved. Second.
Jackie, roll call.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Sherbat.
Yes.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Item D, National Pyramid Model Conference. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the travel to attend the National Pyramid Model Conference April 7th through 10th. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Jackie, roll call.
Mark Sherbat.
Yes.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes. All right, moving into Vision 428 business. Who is presenting to us? Or are we just rocking and rolling?
Updates.
Good evening, everyone. Really, we're just coming to the board to ask for consensus to continue to explore Vision 428.
Have we had any additional questions or comments?
I do have a comment. I was at the meeting last week where they were putting together all the committees and everything. You guys are operating at like lightning speed. This is awesome. You're doing a great job of putting things. It's working.
Thank you.
I don't really know how to say it, but it's working.
Any other questions? At this point, do we have consensus for the committee to continue work into looking into Vision 428?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Moving into new business. Item A, student discipline number 021726. This is information and action. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the expulsion and abeyance of student number 021726 as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Jackie, roll call.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Byers.
Yes.
Jose Jaquez.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Schubert.
Yes.
Item B, fiscal year 24-25 audit and annual comprehensive financial report. This is information and action. Our Amir has a quick little presentation. Quick is the key word.
I like it, sir.
Will depend on the questions, but annually, we are audited. These are financial reports from an independent auditor. This from Whipfleet Inc. We have brought forward, actually the partner couldn't make it from the firm, but Jennifer Decker here has been working with us since June 1st to February 2nd until the audit report has been finalized. So it keeps the business office busy. I mean, they look for everything, and we are a complex district, as you guys know, especially with revenues and expenditures. So I'll have her talk about it, and then please ask questions.
Good evening. Luckily, I'll be super quick. Like our mayor said, my name is Jennifer Decker. I was the in-charge auditor for the district this year. Our audit was conducted in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards and governmental standards. The district's financial statements were prepared on modified accrual basis of accounting. This is the standard basis of accounting. The district also prepares an annual comprehensive report, or an ACFR, it goes beyond the normal financial statements. It demonstrates your commitment to like excellence in financial reporting and transparency. The audit had an unmodified opinion, which means a clean opinion, a fairly presented opinion, in all material respects. If you read nothing of this beautiful big report, you should read the MD&A. It gives a great overall view of everything that transpired within the fiscal year this year. Instead of flipping through this big report, I'm just gonna highlight a couple things, and if you have any questions, you can let me know. The main operating funds of the district ended with a fund balance that was approximately $88.2 million. It was an increase of $3.5 million from the prior year. The fund balance for the operating accounts represents about 63% of your annual expenditures, or 8 months of expenditures that you have in operating reserves. Revenue side, property taxes are about 43% of your operating revenue, while federal and state funding is 49%. Expenditures increased 26%, but that was mainly due to your construction of the new elementary school, in addition to other various projects that we're completing in the fiscal year. It was also due to regular contractual salary increases, benefits, that general kind of information. The district had no new debt that was issued this year, and your debt levels remain below the statutory limits. The district received, again, the ASBO certificate along with the GFOA certificate in financial reporting. And this is a distinction that is only done by about 50 school districts in Illinois, so.
And how many school districts are there in Illinois? 800?
There's a lot. Like, there is over 800 school districts, so, and this is only done by 50. And most of the districts only do the ASBO certification. You do both ASBO and GFOA, which is additional rules. The AFR that was submitted to ISB had a 3.9 financial profile recognition, which is it just explains the overall health of the district. It's out of 4, so you guys are doing great. The communication letter that you guys got separately, the required communications letter that are mirrored, yep. It's the,
The one that says Dear Board of Education? Or the,
they both say Board of Education, let's see, the
One
one.
says Dear Board of
We have
Education, the
two,
other one
I'm
does
just-
not.
Oh, yeah, the one that says Dear Board of Education, sorry, I didn't see that. That goes through how the audit went for the entire fiscal year. We had absolutely no disagreements with management. Everything that we had, as far as adjustments or journal entries, went back and forth between our mayor and I, and we had no issues there. There was a material weakness that is noted in the letter, but that is strictly due to your capital asset valuation. Your assets were reevaluated this year, and it's a front statement adjustment only. It has nothing to do with your individual funds in, towards the back, which is what everybody mainly looks at. So our mayor got an appraisal company to come out, and we revalued the assets and put them on the books for the correct amount. So,
Can you explain that a little bit, because as the other paper, the two papers.
oh, yes, the other
The other
paper, the one
paper,
that has the finding on it.
Directly addresses that of a $25 million resultant decrease in net capital assets.
Yes,
Is that what you're talking about? That
yes.
now if we look at everything properly adjusted, our assets are worth $25 million less than what we thought they were at the beginning of the process?
The capital assets only, yes, the fixed assets, yes. They were on the books.
Buildings, our fields, our everything, unless,
I'm sorry, what?
our buildings, our property, our equipment, all of that stuff is
I don't think it's deep.
overestimated.
It was what most likely happened, through time, if you replace a roof, the old roof doesn't get removed. So the old roof is on there in addition to the new roof being on there, so there was not like did I touch something? There wasn't an adjustment down for, say, removals. There was probably equipment that's on there that was old and sold and it's not necessarily the value of your buildings that are going down, it's just how they were maintained on the book.
Can I add something? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, we hadn't had an appraisal for our properties for about 10 or 12 years. So it was staying in the books for that primary, back when it first got constructed, right? So it was staying in there, and we were actually paying insurance on overvalued property. So we had to go and make an appraisal that came in, right? So that came in because during the storm shelter that was destroyed from the weather, we saw that our insurance wasn't really aligning with the value of the shelter. So we called in appraisal, we told the insurance about it, and so something that, let's say, should be done every 5 or 8, what is it, about 5 or even more often than that, wasn't done in a long time.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah.
And this was something that our mayor and your outside consultant identified. We did not, this was brought to our attention. So it was a good catch on our mayor's part. I'm sorry, what?
honest man.
Yes. So that's all I have. Quick, painless.
Yeah.
Any questions?
I'm not sure if this is for you to answer or Amir. On the attachments, there's one document that's one page. It's the financial report summary 24-25. And you see a bunch of numbers, but underneath it says the ending operating fund balance has a number. It says, what my concern is, it says, which is 64% of operating expenditures. Board policy states operating fund balance should be between 20 and 30%. I'm just curious of,
Fund balance.
that's on the second one, right? Financial report
So,
summary.
yeah, that is not the auditor's report.
Okay.
This is from the AFR, which actually goes to the ISB.
Okay.
So in there, so the way that the fund balance is our reserves. You can base it from the revenue, and you can base it from the expenditures. So I normally base it, or actually ISB will base the fund balance, the reserves, on what's your rate in terms of the expenditures, not necessarily revenues. Because revenues sometimes are higher, So we want to give the right presentation of the fund balance.
So that number just explains how healthy our fund balance is, right?
Yeah, how much reserves we have, which would be 64% is that we can run operations 64% of the year, which would be about 6 to 7 months of the year.
So it's a good thing we're out of that perimeter.
I just want to understand the numbers, so.
Yeah, so that one typically is more of a like, say there's just other school districts in the area. Like sometimes like that parameter is more a minimum than it is a maximum, where it's like in case crap really hits the fan and you know, the feds, state, everyone just shuts off money to the district. How long could we sustain operations with no interruption? So luckily our mayor's been very on top of the ball, so we've been able to build up a good fund balance, but
Yes.
I mean, we'd like to be able to do that at least a little higher so that we have a full school year, but, you know, a little bit at a time.
all right, does anyone have any other questions? All right, since this is info
Thank you
action,
very much.
do we have a motion to approve the audit and annual comprehensive financial report?
So, second.
Jackie, roll call.
Nick Atwood.
Yes.
Steve Myers.
Yes.
Belinda West.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Mark Shabbat.
Yes.
All right, item C, press plus release 120, and I will turn it over to Dr. Garcia Sanchez.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. So Press Plus 120, new updates that are coming across the board. We've shared this with the whole board member, with all of our board members. We need to be able to review this, take a look, a first read. Next time I come back, which is at our next meeting, I'll ask if there's anything that you have questions on, or ask if you need an additional read, then we'll give you another opportunity until the following board meeting. And at that time, we'll take a vote on which ones we will be accepting, all of them in completion or just some of them. Once they're accepted, then they become a part of our policies at the district. As a whole, as states purchase into the system so that we take in state policy and any other policy that comes without all of you having to go through that process on a monthly basis or when things arise. So, you know, we pay for the service, we take those in. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them out during the week, or we can bring them back at the next meeting. Okay?
Attachment 1 is what attachment 2 is based on.
I can't hear you because of the.
Sorry, attachment 1 is what attachment 2 is based on. Right? Because
What?
attachment 1 has the press.
120.
Correct, so attachment 2 is
Oh, I'm
what
sorry.
we're changing in our
In
actual
ours.
district and board policies
Thank you.
to match what Press Plus.
Thank you. All right, sorry I didn't hear that, JJ, my bad.
And just to clarify, the things coming from Press Plus are pretty much, in the nicest way I can say it, they are the new laws that Illinois has on the books. Whether we like them or not,
Right.
they are the law that we just kind of have to.
There's a lot of them.
And
Yeah.
one thing I will throw out there, just because I know it's in there and people have looked at it, the one on immigration and law enforcement, like our district policy has been at where they're moving Press Plus to, because we moved it, I wanna say earlier in last year.
Yes.
When Press Plus kind of started to say they were going to do it within the next year, so we're
ahead.
already pretty much are there.
Okay.
Besides that, did anyone have any questions? Hearing no further questions, do we have consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Yes. All right, moving into the superintendent's report.
We all know what that means. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it fast because there's so many great things that are happening. First and foremost, I'm gonna go up behind what President Boyce said about our facilities and our activities. Everything he said about how people come up are absolutely true. I was at a national conference and I ran into a number of people across the state who also gave kudos. They give kudos as well to the actual facilities. So I want to thank Tammy and her crew for the great work they do to make sure it happens. Technology is up on par. We got our communications person, we got security, like everything as a whole, as we get plenty of kudos on that. I don't know if you want to, we want to continue to host and to show people what DeKalb is all about. So very excited about that. So excited, in fact, because number one, first and foremost, we also have the best art our SROs, in case you didn't know. February 15th was SRO appreciation, so we have Officer Sullivan, Officer Gordon, Officer Remus, Officer Sorensen, and then Officer Densberger. Now, you may not know who that is, but that's the one we call Officer Cheese, so we also want to call him out. So thank you, everybody, the SROs, for their great work that they do. Our children trust in the folks that work with them, right? So thank you so much for that, as represented today, right? Thank you. All right, number 2, girls wrestling. Now, y'all know how I feel about wrestling, but these young ladies, guess what? They bought sectional championship to DeKalb. So thank you very much, young ladies, for doing that for us. We're very proud of you, and we know that you'll continue to do well. We got 2 of our young ladies actually going to state in wrestling in a few weeks. So, I'm sorry, take that back. 4 young ladies going to wrestling. Thank you very much. And 2 young men. So we're very excited about having 6 of our students going to wrestling. And of course, they're student athletes. And then, of course, this weekend, we have an athlete going to state on gymnastics. So DeKalb is very well represented up in the state world. So thank you to all of them. I know they're studying hard and to stay on track, as well as doing well on their sport. And then, let's see, number 4, where am I? Oh, so we'd like to also thank the young students and the adults that support our Barbcast. You got to check out their highlight reels. It's amazing about everything that we've been able to do in relation to athletics and activities across the district. Those individuals, I'm sorry, Rita, you might be losing some of your infamy to these young people. Suggestion we work together, okay? Thank you. And then finally, I'd like everyone to please consider the girls' track team and the boys' baseball team are looking to gain your support financially by purchasing their swag. I don't have the websites, but I'm sure we can get them to you. So take a look on the website, on the athletics website, and you'll be able to find those. So we're excited about being able to support them. And that's it for me. Turn it back over to you.
All righty. Well, if it's back to me, that means we get to go home. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Rock and roll, everyone.
Good night. Thank you for coming.